Hello internet friends, tonight we are going to review the music by Daniel Schneider. And we got a little bio here. Hello, I mostly make instrumental electronic music, but I experiment with different genres. I like to take inspiration from my favorite artists like Ash Nicole, Two Holidays, Avicii, and more. This was little bio description of what are we going to review, and we're going to review a song called Adventurous Monster, and that is a nice song. And also I usually don't give my opinion too much on cover art or whatever, but the cover art seems like a really nice cute green monster. I'm learning Blender recently, so I get fascinated with all these little 3D thingies, and like this little cute 3D monster has a friendly face and gives us some idea of what we're going to review, so that's very nice. So we're going to review Adventurous Monster by Daniel Schneider. So without much further ado, I'm gonna grab my trusty headphones and let's give it a listen. I like the track, it's pretty fun to listen. It reminds me of some video game music, more like the 2000s video game music, something like that, from the PS2 era, or yeah, PlayStation 2. But yeah, it's pretty nice and enjoyable. Probably, in my opinion, these reviews get technical, and the idea with these reviews is to help musicians, or at least give me an idea of how I will do things. I like the melody and the music and the structure and the beat, but I'm not a really big fan of the sound designs, because it reminds me a little bit like those preset sounds of the VSTs or the plugins, you know. But there is nothing wrong with that. If that's your style, that's pretty awesome. I would like to listen to the rest of the album. It's a 7-song album that I'm going to check later, because this catch my attention. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sound design, because it sounds a little bit like the presets of the synth, or at the beginning it was a little bit on the dry side. Probably I will add more reverb or something, because it was like a little bit dry. It's like just the synth and nothing happened, like a little ambience, not too much ambience going on. But when the track got more elements like the 808s, the percussion, and all the elements got integrated, I started to enjoy the track a lot more, because at the beginning, at first, I was feeling it was missing something, and probably it's that ambience, reverb, or a different sound design that gets me more into it, because it was a little bit dry. Nothing wrong with that. It's like, just it's my opinion, and take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, melodically it's catchy, like it's really catchy, and that's really important with music. I was really enjoying it, was having fun, and like I mentioned, had some string hits at the end, like really 90s, 80s, probably. I did really love that. I did really enjoy that. The 808 is powerful. I did really like that. But yeah, it was the sound design at the beginning that didn't convince me really much, but when the song is shaped up to be the more, the rhythmic structure, the bass and everything, it was a lot more enjoyable. Probably, yeah, work a little bit more with reverb, something to make it sound fuller on those parts that are a little bit empty or minimalistic. It's not necessary, it's just my opinion, but it's an enjoyable song. And yeah, like I mentioned, probably I'm critiquing a little bit of sound design, that it needs some effects in my opinion, but the song is really enjoyable, and I think that's the important thing at the end of the day. Especially, it was like catchy, and also took my mind to a place that when I was thinking about 2000s video games. So if you're capable to take people to feel something, to associate your music with something, and have some emotions related to it, I think you are doing a pretty great work with that. So yeah, it's like, from a musician to musician, I will probably do some different sound design, but as a song, as a listener, I had fun, and I think that's the important thing. I was reminding me of put in my mind like this would be great on a video game, and trying to remember a video game with similar music or something, but it was really catchy and it was its own thing, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, this was Adventurous Monster by Daniel Schneider. The album has the same name, Adventurous Monster, and we got this little cover with the green monster on 3D that is pretty friendly and nice, and I think it's really cute. So yeah, thank you for sending me this. Like I mentioned, take my advice with a little bit grain of salt. It's just what I will do differently. It's not necessarily saying that I didn't like the song because this or that. I did really enjoy the song. I just mentioning what I will do differently on this case. But yeah, thank you for sending me this. I have fun and I enjoy it. So hope to see you on another one. Bye.